Hey guys, this is Brain again, and I just want to keep on going with this. Sorry, I just woke up, so hey everybody. Um, take these headphones out because I don't think I need them both. Yeah. Okay. So the last time we left off, we had two girls, the theme of trust and friendship. Okay. So what I didn't do, I didn't add the guy in here, which is not bad. So let's go ahead and add the guy. And one of his main things is I want them to be looking for something, not necessarily someone or something. I think I said that one. I want them to be looking for a concept, hmm, like freedom. Yeah, freedom is a good one. And I close my thing. So I can't see if you guys can hear me or not. Okay, so I want them to be looking for. And I wonder if it makes any difference if I plug my headphones into the microphone or if I plug them into the speaker. Okay, yeah, speaker it is. Because you could not hear me at all. Okay, so, uh, so we got freedom. He wants his freedom. Let's what he wants in front of it. And the only way he's going to get it is to become king or queen or whatever he wants to be, a ruler of the land that girl 2 is in charge of. I started this wing. Ugh, I'm so bad at this. I'm sorry, guys. Um, so he wants his freedom, which is all well and good, but let's put you down here. Let's put you right here so I can still see. Oh gosh. Okay, perfect. So he wants his freedom. So I bet that makes him kind of power hungry, I guess. I mean, you can definitely say that would make him power hungry if he wants the power that she has. Not necessarily her powers, but he wants the freedom that she has. And the only way he's going to have it is to take her place. So I'm going to go ahead and put power hungry into power hungry. He's a radical thinker because overthrowing the queen is a radical thought, and not everybody has those thoughts. But I want him to say, uh, what is he afraid of? He's afraid. He's afraid that. Um, he's afraid that he has no identity of his own. Like, he's just a pawn in the chess game of these rulers, and he doesn't like it because he knows he should be more and he could be more, which is why he's going after the seat. So he doesn't want to be a pawn anymore, but he's afraid. He has no identity. He's afraid he doesn't fit in, which made him stay quiet as long as he did. He's afraid he doesn't fit in. Let's say he stays, she attacks against the rebel so he can kill the parents in the siege. The parents died in the siege and by the castle was rebels. Um, but girl number two did not die as he intended. So when she got thrust into the seat, he couldn't just kill her right off the bat. I mean, he's got to wait. Or he doesn't have to wait. Or he can just go. Because he is a radical thinker. And he, much like girl number two, he is a doer. So, um, he's afraid he has no identity, afraid he doesn't fit in. Let's say he's trapped. For some reason, he feels like he's trapped, or he literally is trapped by something that's been keeping him down for all this time, but he's afraid of hiding it, and um, he wants to finally feel free to be who he is. And maybe he has a people, maybe he's a part of a race of people, or um, another type of creature who has been oppressed, and he wants freedom for all of them. Huh. So let's say he's trapped in his own skin. Yeah. I'm gonna put the word down here just so I know what it means. I don't know if that's how you spell do it, but that's how I'm putting it on here. Um, so yeah, he has some. The reason I wanted to flesh him out is so that he won't be so flat. He'll have some issues of his own to deal with, and that'll give the story more depth and the characters more depth. And yeah, so he has freedom issues. Let's put that. In the story, he's gonna feel trapped, like he wants to break free. Oh, that's him. He wants to break free, and he is. His character arc is that he's going to be moving towards that freedom that he so desires. So in the end, he's either going to get what he wants or he's not going to get what he wants. And in this case, I'm probably going to give him what he wants, but not in the way that he wants it. Because I want every character arc to be a positive character arc. And I know that's kind of hard to do in a kind of hero, villain, antagonist, protagonist kind of way. But somebody has to lose. But I want in the end for the bad guy, to still feel some kind of victory in his own sense. I mean, let's say, yeah, he did try to overthrow the queen and kill all the heirs and stuff like that, and to try to get his freedom to do what he wants, because if he controls the land, he can do what he wants. Uh, but I forgot where I was going with that. But I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so say he yeah, so he controls the lands. He does what he wants, but I want him to still be able to do what he wants in the end. I don't know if this is making sense. Like it made sense before I started saying it, and then I got confused and I confused myself. So I'm gonna start over. I want every character arc to be a positive one. So I still want him to kind of get what he wants in the end. Like in the end, he may not become Seat. He may not be able to free all of his people like he wants to, but he gains his freedom. Uh, Girl number two is nice enough and uh, understanding enough after she goes through uh, her own character arc to say, hey, you know, I can't I can't do what you want me to do. I can't free all of your people, but I can give you your freedom. And whether he accepts it or not is on him. But uh, I want that to be a thing. Um, and maybe he's searching for somebody. Maybe, you know, a brother or a sister or a mother or a father who got taken from who he was taken from for a very young age, and, you know, or someone who sent him off somewhere because he would have a better life, and but he wants to get back to that person. He wants that person to have a good life too. So he's doing it for them too. He's not just doing it for himself. So maybe he doesn't take the offer of his own freedom. Maybe he just, maybe he, in the end, he, you know, refuses it because, you know, what's the point of being free if you're alone in your freedom, you know? I'm sorry if my voice is scratchy. That's just the way it is. I can't do anything about it. I try to clear my throat 1,000 times, but it doesn't clear. I just have a raspy voice. I'm sorry. Um, let's see. Yeah, so that's gonna be it's gonna be our guy. That's gonna be our guy. And the main thing for this one, I want to say is that for this episode or part or whatever, is us getting the paragraph down. So we're going to take this, and this is a modified snowflake method. Um, I work in kind of snowflake 3-act structure method, so it's kind of weird, it's kind of not. Um, I also have a 30 days, 30 chapters method that I'm going to be trying for the first time to see how that works out. So I'll let you know when we get there, and that's going to be in our chapter outline. This nice blank page here is going to hold the 30 days and 30 chapters. But for right now, we're on the paragraph. So let's decide what the story is about. We said two girls from two very different worlds are brought together to defeat an ancient evil that threatens both their times. So, what is this feature? Let's say, because it's so cliche that, and that want to involve dragons. So, after that, I messed up because I wanted to put dragons like that. But ancient evil is dragons. So dragons or Dragon Ball. I don't know if any of you have ever played D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, but Dragonborns are a thing. They're humanoid shaped, sized dragons that can fight inside a good or, yeah, be awesome because they are. And although they still retain their dragon like appearance, they're not colossal or anything like that, but uh, they do have like snouts, and some of them can fly, and they even have breath weapons like fire and poison and all that good stuff, or ice, or you know, all the things that dragons can do. Um, but they're really smart, and I like that they're really smart um, because dragons are supposed to be intelligent creatures and able to talk and hold lore and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty cool. I've always had a fascination with the Dragonborns. Um, Although I never played one game, that's really sad. But whatever. So the ancient evil is going to be dragonborns, and um, they threaten both of their totems. So let's say the girl's war was against the dragonborns. Um, the war that they are currently fighting now, uh, and the accident was something got blown up by a dragon and killed all of her buddies, and you know left her with survivor's guilt. So and sent her home basically because she was no longer fit to serve. So she got honorably discharged. She may have even been decorated and honorably discharged with injury she couldn't come back from the accident. So she lost something like a limb. Maybe she lost her leg. That would be pretty cool. Not to lose your leg, that wouldn't be cool. But like to have like prosthetic, cool looking prosthetic can be on there, and that's not her flaw. I never make physical things their flaws, like characters, because it. I mean, it's so cliche to say the least. Like, oh, my character is perfect, other than she has one cybernetic arm, and which makes her even more perfect. I mean, because she can like lift cars and stuff with her cybernetic arm. And by the way, this is not. Uh, there's no going to be no cybernetics in the story. I've just made my mind up because it's kind of terrible. But yeah, let's say she lost something like a limb or something like that. But that's not her flaw. She's come to terms with that, and she knows it's never going to grow back. So she has to learn to live without it, and she has for the past, let's say, 6 months or something. She's been in rehab, uh, she's been in like physical therapy and stuff like that, and she's doing really well with her leg. Uh, with her prosthetic leg. Okay, so I got way off topic there. Two girls from two very different worlds are brought together to defeat ancient evil that threatens both their times. So, ancient evil and dragons. The times are 2015 New York. And slash because I'm bad in years. Back then, I don't know, was it like year 200 or something like that, or year 400? I don't know. Uh, Middle Ages. And I have this hall over here too. Uh, I went ahead and did this for the characters, their character sheets, and for the places where they're going to be. And that's all I did. So we're going to Paterson and Lucy, which are the named two cities that I came up with. So there's at times two girls are girls number one and two, of course. Very different worlds. We more in the Middle Ages. Uh, Brought together. How are they brought together? They are brought together by, let's see, just go away. They are brought together by, first of all, magic is, or like a different plane, like planes jumping or something, or plane walker. Maybe one of them is a plane walker and they don't know it. No, I want magic to bring them together. Good old simple, I called you here from the great beyond magic. So, mm, so, this is a good, this is a good one. Uh, okay, so let's just say they were brought together. Uh, I'm recording. So, okay. So let's say they brought together by magic. And I'm sorry about that. My mom keeps interrupting. She's gonna do it probably every episode because she likes to talk to me. Um, Brought together by magic. I'm really having a dilemma with this one because I mean she called her for help because she knew somebody was trying to take her out, and she really doesn't. She doesn't have anybody. Um, she doesn't have anybody, or she doesn't. So she called for help from the great beyond or the universe. I mean, yeah, she has like her guard and everything like that, um, but she doesn't trust him. She doesn't trust him. So she called. Hmm. So maybe she thinks the guard is in on it, or maybe she knows the guard is in on it because they let they let the they let the rebels in. Maybe. Hmm. Okay, so she called for help that she, because she doesn't have anyone else that she can trust. Because her guard let the rebels into the castle and kill her parents, and uh, the council is not on her side, so she needs somebody. Uh, I'm gonna write that down. Um, yeah, so she used magic. What kind of magic? Teleportation magic. Um, some kind of planes magic, planar magic, to be explained later. So if she used some kind of planar magic, then she could, because she's not very good at this. And I want that to be known from the beginning that she's not very good at what she does. So, hmm, so, so maybe she's pulling from like a book that her mom has or something like that. Maybe she's pulling from like an old book that she found, and she's just trying anything that works. And maybe it doesn't work the first time. Maybe she conjures some kind of animal or something like that. Um, say that. I mean, not even though he's not a physical character in my story, like he's dead. Uh, like we might see him like for the first couple of chapters, and then he dies. Uh, but I, I still have an unbalance in my story. I still have two girls and one guy. So let's say Dad. Dad has his book. Dad is the magical one. He's the king. Uh, he's the mage king. And he passed it down to his daughter. And he was teaching her, uh, but he died. So she is still a student, and she's using things that she doesn't have any idea what they do, but only that they have descriptions in the book to help her find somebody who uh, who can help her. So And that'll give her a connection to her dad. Let's say her mom just wants her to be a kid. Her mom just wants her to be a little lady, and but her dad wants her to be prepared for uh, what's to come when she has to rule. So, uh, and since she's the only heir, she's definitely going to have to rule. But it's not like, back in the Middle Ages where you hear there's the male heir, and you have to keep conceiving till you have a male. They stopped at a girl, which is fine because then she can get married and have kids and blah 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 blah. So he was teaching her out of this before he died. Before he died, uh, my mom kind of objected to it. Just let her be a kid, and stuff like that. But he knew better. Um, so yeah, that's how they were brought together by magic. She called for help, and she doesn't have anyone else that she can trust. The guards let the rebels in, or so she believes, and the council is not on her side because they feel that she is inexperienced and has no idea what she's doing, which is true. She has no idea what she's doing, and they feel like they can do a better job at running lands or whatever. She used a planar magic from a book that her dad was teaching her out of before he died, which allows people to cross the plains, allows the magic to cross the plains anyway, and get you what you're looking for. So that's the illogical explanation of it. As much as I can say right now, I'm going to have to flesh that out some more in the future. But that's their means of getting together. Now, whether she can send her back or not is over the progression of the story, because she's not very good, like I said. Okay, so we have the ancient evil, we have the times, we have how they were brought together, and we have them as people, uh, as fleshed out as possible right now. Um, so let's try to write this paragraph. So let's see. We'll begin with girl one. And I'm sorry if I go a little silent on you guys. I'm thinking in the process. So this whole episode has been kind of silent-y as I've been thinking. So I apologize for that. But episode, part, whatever. But we've got some really good thinking in this episode. So I keep saying episode. What is it? I'm going to say episode. So let's say that's the relevant information for myself, by the way. If you're reading this on screen, I'll read it to you after I get done. But if you're reading this on screen, just know that that's irrelevant information. locations. Just get that up real quick. Okay. So after tragic accident claims the lives of her men, she's honorably discharged from the army and sent back home to oh my god, reading. First of all, for one has never believed in magic. She lives and dies by her gun and blade. After a tragic accident claims the lives of her men, she is honorably discharged from the army and sent back to her hometown of Chelsea, New York, with a little less than her dignity intact. Let's say that. So it's a little messy, but it's one half of it at least. So girl one has never believed in magic. She lives and dies by her gun and blade. After a tragic accident claims the lives of her men, she is honorably discharged from the army and sent back to her hometown of Chelsea, New York, with a little less than her dignity intact. When she thanks a lot, lawnmower. When she thinks she finally has a handle on things, she is sucked out of from her own universe by I shouldn't say universe, I should say time. That helped me. She is when she finally has a when she thinks she finally has a handle on things, she's sucked from her own time by a mate who long since passed to help fight a battle that started the war that claimed the lives of her men. So so that makes it sound like she has an opportunity if she wins this battle and she stops the uprising of whatever, the dragons or something like that, over this last 1,000 years, then uh, she could save the lives of her men in the future. It'll be like it never happened. I'm gonna keep it for now because I mean, why not? And I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna think on it. So She lives in a shelter and love, never experienced the outside world for what it really is. But after Rebel stormy castle, her parents are killed. She is forced into the role of queen. Okay. That one got a little stupid at the end, I'm not gonna lie. But but that's fine. So girl two lives a life of shelter and wealth, never experiencing the outside world for what it really is. But after rebels storm the castle and her parents are killed, she is forced into the role of queen. With no one she can trust, she uses magic to call in a great warrior to help protect her from the rebel forces she believes are still out to get her and claim vengeance for the life of her parents. But little does she know traitors are right under her nose, take, and it takes an outsider to finally sniff them out. Okay, so we're gonna do we're going to mash this all together and make one big cohesive uh, paragraph in the next part because I am parched and I need a break. So we have kind of the backstory for girl one and we have kind of the backstory for girl two. So these are both their stories. Like I said, this is a multiple POV story. Uh, I want to do one for the guy too, but I don't think that this is the right place for it. I want to get the whole story down first, and then I'll work more on the guy's perspective and all of that good stuff. But yeah, so thank you for tuning in. If you did, sorry for all the silent key parts and the interruptions, but it was great having you, and I will see you next time. All right, have a good one.